Hello, everybody. I have Samantha here with me tonight. We're doing a rather late Sundays with Sarah, but we wanted a sweet treat, and we're in the middle of playing some games as a family. Cameron's going to bed right now, and the girls introduced us to this recipe a couple years ago, and we have not had it as much as we should have because it's so tasty. But we're making mug cakes. And they're super easy to put together. I mean, depending on the power of your microwave, this could actually happen a lot quicker for you. But the directions that we have kind of tells us like power on, power off, stir, things like that. And so we cook it to our liking. But basically, these are kind of like molten lava delicious cakes. I have one. I'm going to pull up to the screen here right now and show you guys. So it's like melty, gooey, but it is cooked, I promise. It's fully cooked through. So we're going to make the other ones live on screen for you guys. We've done a little bit of the prep work so that this can happen quicker. So we started by melting butter and chocolate chips together. Stirred and whisked that up really good. And now we're going to add the remainder of the, quote, wet ingredients. So that is 2 eggs. And mind you, go ahead, Sam, add those in. Mind you, this recipe makes 2 cups. So we've got 4 of us that want mug cakes. So we are doubling the recipe, basically. So we added 2 eggs in. We're going to add in our sugar. We're going to add in our cocoa powder to add that extra delicious flavor to it. And we are going to add a pinch of salt that helps cut down on the sugary taste. Basically, it's just like a pinch of salt. And a little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon of vanilla. So you can fill that twice because that's a half teaspoon one. So comes together. I mean, these are ingredients that we always have in our house. And I mean, we've got some adorable mugs that we need to use. We don't drink a ton of coffee. Well, Violet does. But the rest of us don't drink a ton of coffee in this house. Sometimes cocoa. So we don't use our mugs as much as we should. And we've got some really cute ones. So we're ready to use those. So Sam's going to mix all of that up. Basically, you're mixing all of your wet ingredients first, adding your dry ingredients, dividing it between your mugs, and cooking it in the microwave. Like, it really doesn't get much easier than that. You could have some fun with this and add some chocolate chips to it, like additional chocolate chips, because it already has chocolate chips in it. But, you know, have fun. Whipped cream on top, serve it with a side of ice cream. But I just loved the flavor when we had these the first time, how, like, delicious and, like, moist and just... It's like a half brownie, half chocolate cake kind of experience. So, all right, that's looking pretty good to me there. So we're going to add in our dry ingredients now, which is just flour and baking powder. Very, very simple. So we're just going to plop it all in. Yep. Give it a little stir. I did a hike this morning with some friends. We went to Neshota Park in Waukesha County. And did about 4 miles, and then, had some Bloody Marys and had some food. So I guess that kind of canceled out the hike, but better than not hiking and just going straight and having the Bloody Mary and the lunch. But shout out to Hollywood's Roadhouse in Neshota. Your food was fabulous today. We had quite a variety of things, and it was all really good. Your Reuben rolls are spectacular. So... we definitely were over gluttonous and ordered a ton of food, but that means we all got leftovers to bring home. So, all right, that looks nice and smooth. So this is probably the trickiest part because, as you can see, these 2 mugs that I have are not, so this one has a little bit of stuff in the bottom of it from our last batch. We just rested the spatula in there, but like these 2 mugs are not the same height. They're not the same width around. So trying to figure out that measurement of how to make it even, get them about as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to get Sam a little spatula here, and we're going to work together on this to get these put in here. So pour, and that's good. Where'd you put the spatula? There it is. Just don't want to, no batter left behind. And then into the next cup. And this one's definitely much wider, so this one doesn't need to be full as much. Okay, let's stop on that one. Go back to your first one, and I'm going to start scraping your bowl for you. All right, this is going to be so yummy. All right, there's that one, and we'll just finish off with what's left in this one. So we probably could have just, doubled the recipe right away, but we wanted to show you guys the end product just in case these in the microwave take a little bit longer. They didn't turn out. We've already got them. So the science behind cooking them in the microwave says to put them on opposite sides of your spinning the spinning circle inside of the microwave, the spinning plate, so that they can like cook evenly. So little trick that I learned in a microwave is if you're ever reheating food, make a hole in the middle of it that isn't anything, like on your plate. Have that be nothing. And then your food actually cooks faster and more evenly if you have that empty space in the middle. So that's kind of what we're doing here with the 2 mugs on the opposite sides. But Sam, why don't you do the honors, because you've been doing all the hard baking here, and take a taste and let us know what you think. So, it's nice and gooey. Is it as good as you remembered the last time?
Very, very good.
It's basically like making little lava cakes of our own here. So I'm going to bring this one up so you guys can see it again on the camera. We've got the spoon already in it, but yeah, that's really gooey. So we got it in the microwave. We've got our power at like 50%. We're going to do like a full stir inside of the mugs. And then is it just one more? It's just supposed to be one more minute after that, correct?
Yep.
We cook them a little bit longer. We noticed that it still seemed quite moist on the top of it, almost still looking too much like batter. So maybe that means that, we should be doing like maybe a minute and 15 seconds at our 50% power. Microwaves vary so much, it's kind of difficult to truly know. But it's a nice, delicious treat. We're going to get back to our game, and it's going to be so fun. So, all right, she's going to grab those out. Important that your mugs have handles, because you do have to grab them out, and they do tend to get quite hot pretty quickly. So they're going to start to rise inside of the cup, and they're supposed to like fill the cup up more, and that's how you know that the baking action is happening in the microwave. But that one's pretty much still just full batter.
Yep.
Alrighty. This one. Excellent. It says make sure you scrape all the way down to the bottom so you get it all mixed up again really good. Nice little Sunday evening treat for us here. All right, back in the microwave, or those are going to go. I will post a picture when they are done, but I want our family to be able to enjoy the ones that are out as warm as they are like now, because they're really good when they're warm. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful Sunday. My husband and I are taking a little trip this week, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a Sundays with Sarah next weekend. We should be back actually here with our time frame, but I may not have any product in my house because we're going to be gone. So maybe I'll just recap what we ate and drank in Nashville. I know Nashville's a very popular place, and that's where my husband and I are going. So maybe I'll just recap what we did there while we're at it. But who knows? But I just want to say thank you for watching. Make a mug cake. If I can find the exact recipe, I will share it with you guys that we're using in like a printable version. Otherwise, I'll take a picture of it. But they're really yummy, right?
Yes, they are.
All right. Thanks for being my helper.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.